Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Portuguese campaign, where things are looking up. We are stomping all over the Middle East, hopefully going to gobble up all of the remains of the Byzantine Empire. We will leave Greece alone, although we have taken Rhodes. Primarily leave them alone. But we are sorely lacking ships, is the problem right now. Sorely lacking. So let's have a little look at what we actually have available to us. So I'm expanding the shipyard so that we can build some of this fun stuff. Light cruiser 5 could be good. Ooh, the armoured cruiser 5. That's a nice hull. Okay. I think we can build something on that. 22 knots. That would be superior to our current protected cruiser. And if we... because it is a little bit of a chunky hull. I'm just curious. If I do this... yeah, we could go for 10,000 tons. I think that's a good size for an armoured cruiser. What have we got tower-wise? Because, yeah, these are thin. That's a thin tower. That still fits. That still fits. We've got semi-oil. That helps a lot. And turbines. It's all good stuff. I would need the two hulls. Yes, like so. Yes. Okay, excuse me, I've got a bit of a coldy coffee thing going on at the moment, which isn't very good. But I shall endeavour to power through it for you. Here we go. You're going to fill those boats back in so there's not a weird gap? Game? No, you're not. You're just going to be weird about it. Okay, that's a bit better. Right, guns. Now, we did get those Mark III 10-inch guns. I think that's the obvious choice. Mount one forward, 10-inch 45s, with medium is 42, this is 48, this is 51. Fire protection, let's go with this one. Beautiful. Although it is a little tall, I'll get a shorter one. That one is shorter, although it's not quite as good. Yeah, that... well... no, it doesn't look any better. Go with the actually good one. If you didn't know, different bobettes do actually have different flash fire protection ratings. Right, lovely. And then I think... oh, this was begging for triple guns, this thing. Because I can't fit it on the back. However, I could lengthen the ship a little. We add 500 tons to it, we get a bit of extra length. And then we can fit in an aft pair, super firing pair. That's a lot of firepower for an armoured cruiser. Some 4-inch casemates. Some torpedo launchers. Although, are we getting past? I think we're getting past torpedo launchers, actually. I think I'm going to take them off. The whole point of this ship is to be an armoured bully, not to rely on the torpedoes. Just going to assume that I'm going to go capitalistic for this one. Oh, cordite. Okay. Coincidence 3. Very nice. 105% armor quality too. Lovely. Okay. 91%, but we have no armor. That's somewhat concerning. Right. Well, those HE shells should be able to go through any destroyer. What about a soft cap? So can a soft cap. But a base fuse can't. So let's go with a soft cap. High explosive. For the 10-inch guns. Should be very, very dangerous. Yes, we need to protect against our own guns. Probably 2-inch. But we definitely don't want to be taking fire from a destroyer. And they could pump out as much as a 3-inch pen. And a 6-inch gun could do that as well. So we probably want 3 and 3 with 10. Ooh. I like that option. Now the question is, how the hell do I afford any of this? Weight-wise. Right. Main deck, 1.5. Foredeck, half deck, 3 on the superstructure. There's my conning tower armor. You don't have to complain about it. 3. 0.5. Turrets need armor. Okay, sure. 12. 10. 3.5. Cool. Only problem is we are massively overweight. Now, I'm already at the max length, so I might as well max the displacement. 11,000-ish, although now I don't have enough engine efficiency. We can probably fix that later. He says, hopefully. Oh, I could do that. It doesn't help as much as I was hoping, and that one doesn't fit. It helps a little bit, I suppose. Wow, those are really, really similar. Okay. Yeah, because I don't have forced boilers yet. Maybe the 22 knots is just a little bit too much. Oh, well, it doesn't actually make any difference. But we could slow down to 21. Then we're at the same speed as the protected cruisers. And we get that efficiency back up to over 100. We don't save a lot of weight, though. See, I think the 10-inch guns are too much. Really, I should be using 9s. But I don't have 9-inch Mark II. So, Rocket, if you're watching this, and I know you are, 10-inch Mark III and 6-inch Mark III is where I'm sitting just now. If that's intended, that's great, but it's kind of weird. It could just be the tech randomness, though. Because I know that Rocket has adjusted the gun unlock dates a little bit. I could lose a turret, but I really don't want to do that. mid-belt armor is very heavy. Are we actually protecting against our own guns? Yeah, we kind of are. I could trim it down to 8. 8 protects against 9-inch guns and lower. Trim that. Oh, trim it again. Trim it again. There we go. So we've made some concessions here in protection, but that's still a well-protected ship, I would argue, for its weight class. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty awesome, actually. It's like a miniature Dreadnought. All big gun, pretty good speed, turbines, but it's an armored cruiser. It's not a battleship. Yeah, I like this thing. That's going to be a useful ship. Right, let's see how many of these I can build. Probably 5. Yeah, 5 of them. Approved. They are absolutely superior to the Angolas, which they're probably going to end up replacing. Jesus Christ, the machine is having a field day today. Are they still at sea? Yes, they are. So I think all of these, when they get back, I'm going to mothball them. Just in case we need them. So yeah, we'll get some armoured cruisers on the go. We need some more destroyers. We need some more protected cruisers. But yeah, these 5 new ships are, I think, replacements. And then it would be nice to expand the fleet, so I'd like to build another 5 afterwards, if I can. Jesus Christ, what did my wife put in the washing machine today? Jesus. Alright, welcome back. The machine is quiet for now. The Greeks seem to have pulled another battleship out of their bottoms somehow. We shall go and deal with it. I have launched the invasion of southern Turkey as well. Magnificent. Oh, I'm loving the hulls on this campaign. So far, anyway. Yeah, here comes that Greek Dreadnought. Someone in the comments quite rightly pointed out that they may not have the tech that lets them have 4 centerline turrets, hence the diminutive 8-inch. Right, there we go. Should just be a case of waiting for them to get in range. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right on the turret. Nice shot. Didn't go through, but that's some good shooting. And again. Damn. Give that gunner a tot of rum. Oh, we're Portugal. A glass of port. Lovely. No more bridge. Oh, main belt pen. In trouble. That compound armour just really causing them... It's a nice design, crippled by that choice. They lost X... No, they lost the 8-incher. Oh no, now they've lost more. Wing turret goes up. And the other one. And that's B turret out of action too. Yeah. Oh, wow. The A turret technically can fire, but is stuck forward. But it doesn't matter as the ship breaks in half. Very good. 3-on-1. It's only really ever going to end one way, but still very happy with that performance. Okay. Right, these two invasions are progressing. This one it's not going quite as well as I would hope. Where are the returning ships? Are they here? You can do something useful for a bit. Right, invading. Ah, there's another one. Are they building them in Basra or something? They might be, I guess. But yeah, another one's popped out. Okay. And there it is. I'm sure we will be able to deal with this one in a similar manner. Oh, thank you as well to the commenter who said that you can kind of see it with the location of the life ring. That this barbette is, as far as the ship is concerned, facing this way. Facing forward. And that's why the turrets are confused. That is definitely something I will try and have a look at when we refit them. See if we can fix that. Because obviously we want all of the guns to fire all of the time. Because why wouldn't we? But yeah, I don't... Unless they've changed something, which they haven't. Yeah, this is never going to go well. But I think they are building them in Basra. And then they're trying to sneak them back to Greece, I guess. But they just keep getting caught. Oh, 3 hits right off the bat. No significant damage though. And a couple clatter off. Oh, nope. 2 main belt pens. And the car lost the first. Yeah, it was. The others getting in on the party. More chunks getting taken out of it. Starting to list. Another main belt pen. Oh. And a flash fire to end it. Should have waited like a month and sailed them both out. I mean, they still would have been sunk, but you would have had a slightly better chance, I would have thought. Right. Yep. Okay, how's this one going? Yeah, they should arrive and bump that percentage up a little bit. One turn, one turn. These guys can move over here and take over that duty. Yeah, all looking good. Oh, that reminds me. I don't want you built anywhere silly. Build them in Lisbon, please. How are our land invasions going? Oh, we're taking Yemen. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Right, well, I wonder if the Greeks still building stuff? No. But it says they have an active fleet of 2 battleships. There's one there. There's another one there. Where do they build 4 battleships from? Group them up. Stop sending them out one by one. Jeez. Right, here's another one. Clearly not built in Bazar because we saw it over here. At least I'm pretty sure we did. So what are they doing? They had 4 battleships. 4. Group your ships up. For goodness sake. There's nothing stopping you grouping your ships. Put all 4 battleships together and then send them up my fleet. Okay, you know, the game knows. My ships are 160 million each. Theirs are 150 each. It should want to get 4, so it has an advantage. Don't know what it's up to. This is just crazy. Feeding battleships in one by one. And this is the 3rd on the trot. There's one more left. Yeah, put all 4 together. Put all 4 together and you might have a chance of doing some damage. But one by one, you just don't. That's never going to work. Never ever. Slowly swing around. There we go, gun waking up. Yeah, this got a hit, but it just bounced off and hits back. Accuracy is already very high. Oh, high explosive. Interesting choice. Piercing, please. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. It's just... Maybe the Greeks want to get rid of them? Transjordan, gone, and Iraq and Kuwait. Lovely. Did France just gain Helgoland? They did. Oh god, Germany. Germany's getting trashed. Well, happier than I've taken Iraq. Let's head over. Or should I? No, I should, because this needs more tonnage. I can naval invade Hejaz. And then we're going to need to take Western Turkey. You want to take Northern Turkey as well? If I take northern Turkey, I'd have to take Gallipoli and Constantinople as well. We'll see. Hey, do you know what's a cool idea? Do you have 4 battleships? Well, have I got a naval tactic for you? Slowly send them one by one against a superior enemy. It's a genius plan. They'll never expect it. And you'll catch them by surprise. And in their confusion, you'll win. Ah, dearie me. I think that the only possible explanation I can think of for this is that obviously they've had a revolution, right? The Byzantine Empire is no more. They're now Greece. And they're a democracy. And I think the Navy was full of loyalists to the Emperor. And they're like, well, we know how to get rid of them. I order all battleships to slowly attack the Portuguese fleet one by one. That's the only possible explanation for this. Or you consider them too expensive now. Like, oh, these ships are too expensive, but we don't want to scrap them. Why don't you go off and die a glorious death? It does seem a bit cruel, though, because these ships have a pretty huge complement of 1,700 people each. That is a lot of people on board one vessel. Our explosive again. No reason for that, gentlemen? Just getting your eye in. There you go. Strange thing to have. There you go. Yeah, why aren't you building a big old doom stack to come get me? That's like the AI's thing. Apparently not. Oh, we're going for Eastern Turkey. Nice. 67% currently. Although, yeah, this should bump it to 100. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. Okay? I was wrong to say that Greece would send 4 battleships one by one slowly into me. Apparently, they have another one, so it's 5. They're going to send... You could have had a 5 versus 3, Greece. This is like 1 month after the next. You could have just waited a little bit and then hit me with 5 battleships. That would have been an... Oh, okay. Okay, yes, the compound armor is going to make that battle probably go my way. But, you know, on paper at least... 5v3, you know, you might do significant damage to one of my ships. You might even sink one. You know, you might inflict some damage. You might force me to go back and repair the fleet, which would stop me invading your territories. All of these are valid. This is not a valid tactic at all. Don't know what the AI is thinking. Just a ridiculous idea. It's just like, yeah, we want to get rid of our navy in the least, in a way that least bothers our our enemy and gives them loads of experience and multiple victories. Because yeah, imagine the PR of this. We send a battleship after them, our mighty battleship. It's gonna. Oh no, it got sunk really easily. Okay, well we'll send the other one, and that gets sunk. No. Okay, we know the first two sank, but we'll send the third, and that sinks easily. And it's like, right, well, clearly it was just the crew's fault. We'll send the fourth. And it's like, nope, that one died too. Oh, okay, right. Well, we'll send the last one. Please be the last one. How on earth would any government survive that? Because they are a democratic government now, supposedly. Unless they deliberately wanted to get rid of me. I can't think of any other reason. Gonna feed you one by one. The jaws of death. It's just like, yep. Okay, please tell me that you don't have any other. Also, how are they doing this? Because I've checked them multiple times. Yes, you have no fleet. None. Please stop being silly. Right. I'm going to send the old ships down to take Hejaz. I know the army can probably do it, but I never trust that. The two newer ships, we're going to go take Western Turkey. We can blob up and really make the life of the Greeks difficult. Although I am going to pop one of the light cruisers into port just so we have a presence over here for now. Just to protect convoys and that. But yeah, we'll start the invasion of Western Turkey. Welcome back. I decided to take the Bosphorus in Gallipoli because then I have control over who goes in and out of the Black Sea, and that's a pretty nice thing to have. Especially with Russia kind of being one of our potential enemies. We've taken Eastern Turkey. I think we'll take Northern Turkey on land before I need to go invade it. Otherwise, everything's been rolled up. I'm not going to take Crete, Southern Greece, Northern Greece, or any of this stuff. I'm going to leave that to the Greeks. We have, however, completed the first batch of these armoured cruisers. I want to build a second batch of 5. Lovely stuff. We're still building out the shipyard. I am going to recycle the Angola class names, apart from the Angola herself, and then scrap these. The Guinea-Bissau, I think I can now actually just scrap, just to save some money and to get the fleet in good shape. I'll do all that off camera, but yes, if you have a named armoured cruiser and it was an Angola class, it's now going to be one of the new Bartolomeo Diaz or Diaz class. Yeah, well, I'll go get all that done, and I'll let you know if anything else cool happens. I offered the Greeks a peace deal, but they refused. Well, there's only one response to that, and that is to destroy the battling. Might as well. So yeah, we'll take Eastern Romania, Northern Greece, and Southern Greece, and Crete, and that'll be the end of them. That's the way they want to play it? Fine. Right. Money has gone up. That is because I am not expanding the shipyards currently. We'll keep on with that. I could build a new battleship, but we desperately need new destroyers. We've obviously got the refitted Exploradors, but we need more ships. Destroy 2, perfect. Alright, let's trim them down a little bit. These could, in theory, go 33 knots. But I have a suspicion that that's not going to be particularly easy to pull off. We'll see. Unbalanced, there we go. Yeah, we need a double funnel set up. Still. No problem. Secondary tower. Lovely stuff. I might have that as the torpedo deck. Main guns. See, now we can bring a 5-inch gun. That is significantly more firepower than the previous class, especially if we bring 2 of them. I'm going to max length them as well. 5-inch 56 caliber guns. We'll put a triple torpedo launcher in, and yeah, I think just the 3 guns, because they're mostly going to be firing forwards. And then when they turn, they're going to be turning to dump their torpedoes, and then they've got a gun for running away with. Right. I'm going to assume capitalistic. Ooh, I went over when I did all that. That's not a good sign. Capitalistic. Still not quite enough, actually, to go through destroyer level armor, which is a little disappointing. So we might as well stick with a base fuse shell for going against unarmored targets like transports and stuff. Obviously we want some armor. Ooh, a full inch. Fancy. 1.5. Ooh. So fancy. Well, that's the ship I want. Right, we're going to have dump range. Yeah, going to have to lower the speed a little bit. 31. Do I go to 30 and try and get a little bit more range out of it? Yeah, I think I do. Just a little 30 knot ship. I mean, these are flat better than the Exploradors, but I do still need them around. Exploradors are also cheap. But these will be a nice little addition. Approved. Now, how many can I build? Where's my calculator gone? Kids have stolen it again. Here it is. Right. 72 minus 60, 12. Oh, well, I could build. Let's just build 10. It's easier. There you go. 10 of them. Right. That will help a little bit with our fleet numbers. I would also. I'm probably going to build those in 2 blocks and build 20. And then I think I need a light cruiser. Okay, they finally gave up. It wasn't through my intervention. I think they were like, oh, okay, it's just going to try and squash us. I do not want either of those provinces because they're landlocked. 2.9 billion? Ka-ching! Thank you very much. Do you know what? The fleet can just chill in Constantinople for a bit. They're going to need some dings taken out of them, I expect. How long till the destroyers are done? 4 months. And well, 5 months for the flight 2 of the cruisers. Okay, we could maybe get the battleships refitted as well. So much I want to build and do. Limited by my shipyard capacity. Which is often the problem when you're playing one of the smaller nations. Anyway, I'll get on that and let you know how it goes. Oh, well, here's a thing. China has disappeared. What happened to you? Oh, I see. Britain, France, and the United States have kind of dissolved them. Japan's almost been dissolved. Russia has almost been dissolved as well. So is Italy. So yeah, a lot, and Germany. A lot of nations getting toppled, and obviously we've really hurt the Greeks. Although they still have Greece. Lucky them. I guess it could have taken Kosovo and the Central Balkans. Actually, it's connected to Eastern Rumelia. Never mind. Right. Okay, we do have a little bit of shipbuilding capacity. But that is because I needed to suspend those. All the destroyers are about to get done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the refits now. We can get rid of these 2 designs. I clicked the wrong thing. Anyway, get rid of those. Because I want to refit the Calypsos first of all. Yeah, let's fix some of the issues with this ship, because I think they're still pretty solid vessels. We can also upgrade all of the guns. There we go. Now, yeah, weirdly I'm stuck with those barbettes, but we're going to take that one off. I'm going to take all the secondaries off. We're just going to remove all the guns. Right. So, barbettes. Yeah, that's forward facing, right? So I need to manually turn it. There we go. I think that will fix the issue. Those guns do look a little bit weird on those barbettes, I will be honest, but they do still work as far as I could tell. Can even tuck the guns under each other, although it does look a little bit weird. Now, do I abandon having the 6-inch guns altogether? Because I don't know if you saw, but these things are pretty chonkers. I could use twin 5s, or I could use 5.9s, couldn't I? As a sort of replacement. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 5.9s. Like so. Don't think they get in the way too much. Nope, they don't. Cool. And then 5.9. So basically a 6-inch gun. Now lengths. 12-inch 45 is fine. 6-inch 56. 4-inch 50. Yeah, might as well go 56 on them as well. So yeah, well, that fixes the secondary armament problem. I think that fixes the main armament problem. That's all good. We can fit a radio. We can get better rangefinder. I think I'm going to strip the torpedoes out. They are a bit of a vulnerability on the ship. Yeah, we're going to strip the torpedoes out. Switch the propellant. Superior turret traverse. Better flooding control. Better torpedo defense. Better armor. Semi-oil. Turbines. Oh, that actually added weight. Interesting. I guess they're not very fast, so the turbines aren't helping. Which makes me wonder, could I... So yeah, I could push them to 21 knots, you see. That would be interesting if we could push the speed. We're a little bit overweight, though, if I do that. Oh, I could get rid of the spacious quarters. And... Oh, yeah, that does not need to be 0.9. That only needs to be 0.5. Oh, these don't have any armor. That is a mistake I've made before. We definitely don't want them unarmored. See, now I need to lose 300 tons. See what? They only need to be 3-inch. There we go. So that's 4 months to refit them. And that, I think, makes them into proper Generation 1 Dreadnoughts. Fixes a lot of the issues with the original design. Fixes up the main guns. Fixes up the secondary turrets. And adds 3 knots of speed to them as well. Which is actually more significant than you might think. 21 knots means they can operate at the same speed as those new armoured cruisers that I built, which is fantastic. Yeah, perfect. Right. Let's get all of you refitting. I know you won't fit in the shipyard right away, so we'll need to suspend a few things. There we go. And I'll juggle all that, and then hopefully we'll be able to get the other ships refitted, but that will be in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.